Welcome to the War on Wellness. I am Penny McPherson, your host, and today we're talking about remedies for the thyroid. So, thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I am thankful to see my family from Facebook, from YouTube, and my Facebook business pages. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Wonderful. I want to thank Xavier for joining, Lina for joining, and we want to thank all those also who are watching on a replay. I'm excited about today's broadcast. Hello, hello. I'm excited about today's broadcast because I am sharing with you today remedies. These are home remedies that you can do yourself at home. And I think that they're going to be pretty easy to follow. And so I look forward to sharing those with you. And you can share them with someone else. Yes, that's right. Share this broadcast with someone else that you know who may be experiencing a thyroid issue, whether hypo or hyperthyroid. So thank you for joining. And yes, there's a question. Are there remedies besides medicine? Eva is asking, are there remedies besides medicine for the thyroid? Yes, absolutely. And I'm happy to share those with you. So just to recap, since I've been doing this series on thyroid health, the thyroid is located right here in the center of your neck. It's a butterfly-shaped gland, and it kind of surrounds your trachea. And I have had a challenge with my thyroid. I've had Graves' disease since being diagnosed, since I first had a problem with it in 1998. And I still have my thyroid. I still have it. I don't know how long I'll have it, if I'll still have it, but it's been, I can't even do the math. Somebody tell me how many years has that been since 1998 that I've been managing my thyroid. So currently, I am 60, or I will be in August, so I'm just going to claim it, okay? 60 years old, no medication. And I was on thyroid medication. If you're on thyroid medication, please continue to take your thyroid medicine, okay? I am not advocating stopping any prescription medication at all. I'm just going to give you options to help you along your journey that can help supplement, or if you're not on medication, they can help improve or continue to keep your thyroid healthy. Is that okay? All right. I hope so that it is. Now, just to make sure that we're aware, there are two types of thyroid disorders. And one of those is hypothyroidism. And so that's when your thyroid gland is not producing enough hormone, and hyper, which means it is overproducing and producing a little bit too much in the hormone area. And so there are two different types, but most of the remedies I'm going to share with you are going to be for either or. And so there are many different options for treating the thyroid, some of those being medicine and some of those being home remedies. So I'm going to share both of those with you. First, I say hello to the Facebook person watching in my Facebook group. Hello, my mom is out there. Nice to see you all. Hello to Lynn, Edith as well. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. So we're going to share these demos with you. And so as I was saying, there are different ways of treating the thyroid, and you find out if you have this issue. Go back and see my other broadcast on the symptoms, but usually through a blood test that is done. And so the doctor may prescribe bed rest, or they may prescribe that you take an aspirin to help reduce the inflammation, or they may even give you a steroid called prednisone, and that's kind of to just rest the thyroid, and that's used in sometimes when there's prolonged cases of thyroid challenges. And so the home remedies, I'm going to share with you two home remedies that you can use, and you let me know if you've heard of either one of these. But one of those is really simple, doesn't cost a lot of money, and some of you already may have this in your home, and it is an ice pack. This is an ice pack, and this is I got this from CVS. I'll even show you the name. So this one says CVS Health, and this is a fabric one. So you don't get the condensation that you would get from just a regular ice pack that has ice in it or something like that. But if that's all you have, then that's fine. Now, what you want to do with the ice pack is you want to apply it to your thyroid. Okay, that sounds pretty simple, right? But what you want to do is you don't want to put the ice directly on your neck and on your skin. You want to have a barrier between it. And so what I like to use is a bandana. My little trusty bandana. I have folded it into a triangle shape, and I am going to take the fabric ice pack, I guess you would call it, and I'm going to place it in the bandana, and I'm just going to cover it so that it is. I'm going to lay it down here. It'll be a little bit easier. And so I'm going to cover it so that the actual cold isn't directly against my skin. Okay, does that make sense? It's okay. Here it is right here. And this is fabric and it's flexible. And so all I do is I put it around my neck. And this is cold. So this is a live demo and it's a real demo. And so I just put that around my neck. I mean, you can fold it either way that you want. The bandana, you can take it the square way and pin it in your back if you want. There's different ways of doing it. But whatever you use, if you use some type of small towel or a bandana or an old bed sheet or something that you something that's clean and that you want to put around your neck, all you do is you put that around your neck. So let me know, how many of you actually have an ice pack in your house? Tell me yes if you do. So say yes in the comments. And so the ice pack, I learned this actually from a doctor in Colombia when I was living abroad. And so this is and so what she suggested for me was that I put the ice pack on my throat and you put it there for 30 minutes. And then you also place it on my heart. In my case, because my thyroid was hyperactive. And so my heart was palpitating pretty quickly. And so this would calm the thyroid down, reducing the inflammation. And remember, I told you whether you have hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, thyroiditis, any of those, this will apply. So the hyper, you would place it on your heart. If you're not hyper, you just leave it on your neck. That's 30 minutes on and off. And so you place the handkerchief, bandana, whatever it is, around the ice on your neck, and you put it there, set a timer if you need to for about 30 minutes, and you place it there and you take it off and you let it get back to normal temperature. Then you place it back on again and do this for about 1.5 to 2 hours. In the morning is the time that was suggested to do this particular home remedy. And so you do this on every morning. And so this is to help reduce the inflammation. And if you've ever had a sprained ankle or some other type of injury, then you know that this does definitely help with the inflammation of the thyroid. And so that's one of the things that happens to the thyroid when we have challenges with it, is that it is inflamed and then it is underproducing or it's overproducing. Okay. And so I'm going to leave this here. It feels pretty good. And so I'm going to, until I do the next one, but I did want to also share with you that some other remedies that you can use, and one of those is using flax oil or flax seeds. So that is, I prefer the flax seed actually, because that's actually the whole plant food as medicine instead of just the oil. But that's all you have. But taking 1 teaspoon 3 times a day, that helps to reduce the inflammation. If you're hypothyroid, taking kelp or seaweed, eating that helps to reduce the inflammation because it's high in iodine. Also, if you're having trouble sleeping, then you want to use sedent plants, and so that's like a sort of comes in a bottle like an essential oil, and you would use 25 drops of that. You can take like valerian or a passion flower, one of those, or some other options. So the ice pack. This helps reduce the inflammation and helps rest the thyroid. And this is when our thyroid is inflamed. So that might be one of the questions that you might want to ask your doctor. If you have not been listening to your body to the extent that you understand whether or not you are inflamed or not, then you may want to ask your physician, is my thyroid inflamed? You ask that question. So the other remedy, which I use, and I've used these both successfully when I know that I'm having a challenge in that area, and they have both been successful in working. So I'm very happy about that. See, the other one, it's a little bit messier. This is why I have on my, see, I got on my, where is it? Oh, my plant-based penny. My plant-based penny apron. Yay! Got my plant-based penny apron on, y'all. Okay, so this one's a little bit messier. And so it's probably a good idea not to have on something that you don't want to get messed up. And so this one I've been doing for years also. And this one is castor oil. And so the castor oil, you can purchase this in Walmart, and is not very expensive. And so let's see, someone is asking the question. Okay, yes, that was a question from earlier. Are the remedies that don't cost the bank or require a subscription? Because yeah, there are some naturopaths out there who do have subscriptions that you do have to sign up for, but this is not the case because these are home remedies here on Plant-Based Penny here on the War on Wellness broadcast. And so I purchased this. Now, what I used to do with I'll show you what I used to do, is I would take a cotton type. Okay, I don't have a cotton type cloth for you today, but I would take a cotton type large swab or a large cotton pad, and I would put that on the inside, making sure that it was covered, with another piece of material, and I would put the castor oil on here, and then I would put that around my neck, and then cover it with some plastic. Well, and that is fine if that is all you have. It became a little cumbersome for me, and so I ordered something off of Amazon, which is called let's see. It's called a castor oil pack. Poultice is what you look for. So this kind of looks like a sleep cap, right? Anyway, this is made so that it does not leak out, so that the oil does not leak out. And so the castor oil, you put, again, you might not want to be wearing anything that you don't want to get too messy at the time with this particular home remedy, because oil has a tendency to to go wherever it wants to go. Okay, so you place the oil on the pad, and I already know that I have my challenging side is here on my right side, so I put a little bit more on that side. But I also put it on the other side because the thyroid, as I mentioned, is a butterfly-shaped organ, and it also, let's see, where's my little white glove? Oh, here we go. It's a butterfly-shaped organ, so the entire thyroid can benefit from this home remedy. Okay, here we go. And so I just rub it in here into the internal part. And you can do it a little bit thicker depending on your need. And I simply take this castor oil pack and I apply it onto my neck. Now, in ancient Egypt, castor oil was used for fuel lamps, and it was used as a uh, natural remedy for eye irritation. That's why the ancient Egyptians wore all that makeup there, because of the eye irritations that they had. And it also was used for people took it by mouth to help stimulate labor when they were pregnant. Can you believe that? Okay. So the lymphocytes are in your immune system, and they're your disease fighting cells. Okay. So your lymphocytes actively defend the health of your body. So by forming antibodies, and these antibodies work against the pathogens and their toxins. Okay, so this is what that does. It helps you so that it will make sure that your body's immune system is equipped to actually fight, because and that's a challenge for most any of our health challenges that we have, and that is the fact that our immune system is not equipped to restore us, whether it's problems with our blood pressure, our diabetes, or our liver, or whatever it is that we have been challenges with. Our immune system is challenged with that, and that's because the lymphocytes and all of the other fighting parts of our immune system are compromised. And so the castor oil is absorbed in the skin, which increases the lymphocyte count and it speeds the removal of toxins. So there was an actual double blind study that was done, and I'm gonna read you this here. And it says that it was described by Harvey Grady in a report, the immunomodulation through castor oil packs, and it was published in the Journal of Naturopathic Medicine. It confirms that Dr. McGrary's theory that a minimum 2-hour duration of the castor oil pack produced and increased the T11 lymphocyte cells. So that is very good. It's known that it has been studied, and also the castor oils can help increase the lymphatic tissue that's in the small intestines, in the mucosal surface, and that also helps boost our immune system. So that further strengthens our immune system, and anything that's going to strengthen our immune system is a good thing, right? Right. So how does this benefit the thyroid? So the thyroid is located right here in the neck. 1/3 of the lymph system is located in the neck. And so if you've ever heard of like swollen lymph nodes or anything like that, they're right here in the neck. So of there's a lot of direct contact with the area of a body that directly helps or hurts our immune system. So putting a castor oil pack over the thyroid can help reduce the toxins and reduce the inflammation that you might have in your thyroid. So it can also help with the swelling, if there's swelling around the gland of the thyroid, or to reduce nodules, like I know it can help reduce nodules, which is good. It helps with the goiters and also reducing thyroid cysts. So this is just one more home remedy that we can use. And so I'm going to take this one off now. One more home remedy that you can use to make sure that you are doing everything that you can. I mean, yes, if you have to take medicine, uh, and if that's your course of action, that is fine. This thyroid is not, this thyroid, this castor oil is not going to hurt that. And yes, you will have a little more glowing skin when you have the castor oil. That's fine by me. I just use it to help moisturize. And so you have learned today two things. You have learned how to use an ice pack to help reduce the inflammation of your thyroid. And this ice pack, the small ones come from, I got this one from a pharmacy called CVS Pharmacy. These are like $9. And actually, I don't know how much the castor oil is, but I'm going to guess it's probably not over $10 either. And the poultice pack that I received from Amazon, this was about $20 or so. So these are very economical and easy to use, and the instructions are simple to follow. And so I think that since I've been getting on the back channel so many questions and curiosities around other home remedies, people are asking me about other chronic illnesses that we have and if there are other remedies for that. And yes, there are other remedies for that. So as a result, I am going to be doing my next series on home remedies everybody should know. Home remedies everybody should know, because God gave us every herb-bearing plant, all the herbs of the field and the seed-bearing plants, so that we can help our bodies look, live, and feel well. And he wishes above all things that we would be in health, even as our souls prosper. And so I'm Penny, also known as Plant-Based Penny. And after decades dedicated to corporate America, I moved abroad to immerse myself in plants as medicine. And I'm back in the United States here to help you. I'm available for speaking engagements and for group consultations. So you may contact me through my website at plantbasedpennylife.com, or you can message me on any of my social media channels. If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. Thank you for watching The War on Wellness. I'll be back next Wednesday when we'll be talking about home remedies everybody should know. Thank you so much.